Trying again. Oh, I got it this time. Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? I am live. This is the week recap. And so we do the weekend recap on Monday where we talk about what happened over the weekend. And then at the end of the week on Friday, we go live and we talk about what happened during the week. And boy, was there a lot that happened. So I'm saying hi, this is the Casual Brian. I'm coming to you live from Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Am I coming to you from LinkedIn? I think so. I don't know. But I know that we're live. We're trying to get the podcast up and going. Now we're just starting with lives, and then eventually we're going to work into a podcast. But this is the week recap. And how is everybody doing? How did you get through this week? This week was a challenging week for me. Nothing bad per se happened to me this week, but there was just a lot of external challenges. Does anyone else feel like that's the vibe right now? Like there's just always something happening. You know what I mean? But a lot of good things happened. A lot of good things happened. A lot of good things. Got to the gym this week. Really happy about that. Really trying to reestablish my health. For the last 2 years, I've been focused on jujitsu. That's been my thing, and it's been great. I love jujitsu. I still love jujitsu. I still do it. But after my injury to my ankle, if you don't know, last year and June 15th, I broke my ankle in half, and it was the only injury I've had. So I've had like my fingers have been messed up, my shoulders, like rotator cuff and all that stuff. But I've never had like a break or a really bad thing. And so it was traumatic, for the longest time, man. Like when I would close my eyes, I could still visualize and hear the sound of it breaking. So, but thankfully I did lots of rehab and it's better. But I am now going to be 42 in like less than 2 weeks. Like what? Not next week, but the week after. Shout out to April birthday. Shout out to Aries. Yeah, but now now I'm refiguring out how I'm going to live life in a healthy way. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But I'm trying. I'm trying, and some days I feel better than others. Last weekend was dance weekend. We had a competition, and let me tell you something. If you are a cheer mom or dad, or dance mom or dad, I tip my hat to you. I am a saxophone player, so my mother, she came with me. She was a music mom. She had to come with me to my concerts, and she went to my All-State and my tryouts, and she got me private lessons and all that stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. You know what I mean? So just for example, I think we drove down at like 12:30 and we didn't get back till 1 almost in the morning. That's Friday. Then Saturday we left, I want to say 10:30, and we got back around 9. That's Saturday. And then on Sunday, they left at 5 a.m. and they got back around 5 or 6. That's the entire weekend. Fam, that's crazy. That is wild. And I feel like the parents, dance moms, cheer moms, y'all should get an award. They should have an award. They should give y'all some ribbons or something. They should give y'all something because, man, it is more than a notion, my fam. But so yeah, this weekend we're just gonna be taking it easy. Princess Mononoke comes out. We got what? Apothecary Diaries tonight. Excited to watch Apothecary Diaries. If you're not watching Apothecary Diaries, you gotta watch this thing. It's so good. Like it blows my mind. Oh, also, if you want to, you can leave a comment. I don't know if the Instagram comments are gonna come up. I know the YouTube comments are gonna come up, but if you want to watch the Apothecary Diaries, and by the way, this is the Casual Podcast. Thank you for popping in. My name's Brian, the Casual Brian. I'm live every Monday and Friday. But yeah, Apothecary Diaries, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's so good. It's about like the Chinese dynasty, like emperors and their concubines and so on and so forth. But it's all around this character named Mao Mao, who is an apothecary, which I'm not 100% sure what an apothecary is. It seems like kind of like a doctor, but that specializes in herbs and poisons and these type of things. And there's a little bit like it's kind of like a detective show. You know what I mean? Mama's a little bit of a detective, like think like Sherlock Holmes and that kind of stuff. But then also she makes medicine and stuff like that. Gotta watch it. It's insane. I can't believe how much I love this anime. And it's just really like I really love how my taste in anime has grown. You know what I mean? Like when I was young, like when I first started watching anime, it was just like ninjas. If it didn't have ninjas in it or samurai, I didn't want to watch it. That's one of the reasons why I think I never really got into mecha anime like Gundam Wing and that kind of stuff. I wanted to see ninjas. I thought ninjas was cool. And then I started, expanding. Um, and now, man, I watched a show recently. It was about a guy who bought a robot and he fell in love with the robot. And he falls in love with the robot. It's kind of ridiculous. Not my favorite. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't not say it. I mean, if someone asked me, hey, should I check this out? I'm like, sure. If you got time. It's only 4 episodes. But, you know, also shout out, not sponsored, but shout out to Awala. Fam, I made a post asking which water bottle is the best. Because at the time when I was getting into the water bottle game, Stanleys were the craze. But then Awalas were starting to pop off. I love my Awala. I love the durability of it. I love that it can actually like snap in. You see what I'm saying? But the thing that like separates it from me is that it has a straw built in. And you might be like, "What are you talking about?" Check it out. Excuse me. That's me drinking it. Trying to put on a show. Whew. That was rough. Awala. Oh, gosh. Anyway, so Apothecary Diaries. Obviously, tomorrow, everyone knows solo leveling. I don't know if it drops at midnight. I'm gonna be up at midnight, and so I'm gonna check and see if it's up. If it's on at midnight, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. I cannot tell you. I want to see this. It's gonna be so good. I couldn't wait. I read what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen, but I don't care because I've known what was gonna happen for the entire Jeju Art raid, and I've still been enjoying it. So I'm excited to see it. Um, and with that being said, I think I'm going to go over to Threads and see some of the topics. So first thing I'm going to do, I kind of want to put it on the screen. Let me see if I can do that for y'all. I think I can put it on the screen. If I can put it on the screen, I think that'll be a little bit better. What? What is this? Hold on. I'm trying to log in. Let me see who they're going to log me in as. I feel like they're going to log me in as my. Oh, good grief. Log out. Sorry. Third time's a charm. I know it. We're getting there. We're getting there. There we go. Casual Brian. Gosh. Golly, as my baby says. Golly. All right. Now we got it. All right. Now we just got to do this. They make it a little bit complicated, but it's worth it. Trust and believe it's worth it. All right. Share screen. Threads. All right. Now I gotta go next level on this one. All right. Now I gotta mirror it to my iPad. All right. Hopefully this works. Yes. Yes, let's go. Okay. All right, now we can have some fun. All right. So we're gonna go to, how do I make this like big? Bigger. Where's trending? How do I get the trending? The funny thing about when you do it with the iPad is that I can't use my iPad to touch it because it's just mirroring the screen. It helps. It definitely helps, but you know, anyway, so Tesla may collapse if the stock continues to plummet, but don't worry. Elmo, I guess that's what they're calling him. Elmo. That's a good name for Elon. Elmo. Or maybe it was maybe it was a typo. It could have been a typo. We can't rule out that he meant to say Elon and it auto-corrected it as Elmo. We'll be okay when the US government decides a $1 trillion investment in the Boring Company is a good idea. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I think that if you're such a brilliant business person, then you don't need government money. I don't understand. I make it make sense. Man, no reparations, no government help as far as like what is it, EBT? No food stamps, no welfare, you know. We don't need social security, but we got to give money to Elon, who's a billionaire. I believe he's the richest man in the world. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Going right on. Ooh. Carlson Gracie family said, punch a black belt in the face, he becomes a brown belt. Punch him again, purple. Okay, so check it out. This is a very interesting conversation. So my best friend, the guy that got me, Julian Williams, out of Fusion XL, Orlando, Florida. If you are looking to train MMA, if you're a fighter in Florida, if you are just a person who wants to be healthy, Fusion XL in Orlando, Florida, and Ocoee, Florida is a great gym. Julian Williams is the reason why I do jiu-jitsu. I trained with him for MMA. There is a massive difference between grappling when they can punch you and grappling when they can't. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. And do I think that when adding punches, it takes a whole belt off? No. There is a fierceness and a toughness that brown and black belts have. It just translates. You know what I mean? Like will there be a fluidity to the striking? No. But you're not going to just run through a black belt, not a seasoned black belt. Those guys are extremely tough. But it's different. It's different. If you're somebody that trains jiu-jitsu and you've never had somebody throw a punch at you, you really don't understand. And you got to understand that at the beginning, jiu-jitsu was done with strikes, and it should be done with strikes. I think there should be like a combat class with like some kind of padded like hand, like gloves, where the emphasis like gi would be the purest form, you know what I'm saying? So gi would be like the purest form of jiu-jitsu and sport. Then there's no gi, and then there would be striking. That way you get the full spectrum of how to apply your skills, because none of that leg lock stuff is really, really going to matter if somebody knows how to strike, even a little bit. Let me tell you something. Those half guard punches down to the stomach, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal until someone does it to you. This part of the arm into the face doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Doesn't seem like they can make that much, they can do that much damage, but they can. That junk hurts. So I understand what they're saying in this. Found a high value man, breakfast burrito with 2 eggs. What? What does that mean? Wendy's is normally good. I think your guy was. I think whoever was doing the social tape was still sleeping. You need to get coffee. One viral short on YouTube, and it brought in 60 new subs. You know, I love when people are at that part of their career in social media where they can enjoy it. Like I'll never forget. I was growing my page, the Casual Jazzer. One of my pages, I should say, the Casual Jazzer, which is currently at 179,000. But I remember being super excited when I got to 100, like going crazy. And I think nowadays people don't understand how difficult it is to grow followers on any platform. On any platform, it's very difficult because the reality is because of TikTok and the For You page and other platforms embracing an Explorer page, people are platform first. Social media is platform first. And what do I mean by platform first? You don't need to follow anybody. You just need to engage with their content. If you like it, save it, share it, send it out. And then the algorithms are going to know, okay, you like this person. We're going to keep sending you their stuff. And so as a result, people are, I would say, up to 75% less likely to follow somebody that they would have followed a mere 5 years ago. I think it is at least a minimum of 5 times as hard to get somebody to follow you because they don't have to. The For You page is really good. The Explore page is decent. It changes. Sometimes I feel like there's an agenda that Meta wants to push, and it's not on the like psychological, but you know, I think that time of day, they know tendencies of people. You know what I mean? They know around 4 o'clock. You know, people who have jobs, you know, on location, they're gonna start hitting you with the happy hour, the all-you-can-eat taco spots. You know what I mean? They know what you want. They know your tendencies. They know your habits. But yeah, so getting a follower. So I love seeing somebody that's still able to celebrate 68 subs because it's a big deal and it's hard. It's very hard to do. Let's go to some trending. What's trending right now? The Department of Education. So man, I don't really I I have some thoughts about the Department of Education ending are being dismantled, but I don't know enough to where I can speak on it. It seems very it seems like a not a good thing. I think some things like this shouldn't be left to the state because then the states could decide what they do and they don't teach. That is somebody calling me. They're gonna have to wait 2 minutes because that's how much longer I'm gonna be doing this live. You gotta love live because anything can happen live. Like someone can call you during your live. So I don't really want to go into that because I don't feel like I know enough. And I feel like more people need to do that. More people need to say, hey, I don't know enough about this to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay. There are a lot of things to talk about, and sometimes the thing you have expertise in and the thing you really know about might not be the trending popping thing. But you know what? You know what? It's better to talk about what you know. In fact, let me go ahead and say something right now because I had a video um, go viral about Kai Cenat, and there seems to be like uncertainty whether it's actually true or not. Kai Cenat got into trouble for live streaming, going like walking in on either a friend or a family member of his that was underage. This happened. Now, whether Nike did or did not terminate their contract with Kai, I don't know. A lot of people have accused me of bad journalism. I'm not a journalist. Let me say that. I'm not a journalist. I'm barely an influencer. I am a content creator. And I am focusing now on building a platform around sharing news and hopefully creating better narratives because I feel like some of the narratives that have been pushed out recently are not that good. And it seems like my camera is funky. And that sucks because, and I'm back. Okay. I don't know what's happening. So anyway, I just want to say, if Kai Cenat did not have his contract terminated, I'm sorry. They said I should have done some research. I always do research. I never post something based off of one thing. If I can find 4 or 5 sources saying the same thing, then I'm going to think it's true. Okay, I don't know Kai Cenat personally. I don't know anybody at Nike. All I can do is post and talk about what I see. And then if I find out that it's wrong, like I still haven't been able to find something saying that it's not true. So but just know that I never will come to you with something that I have not done some research on. Okay. And I'm having camera troubles for whatever reason. So I think this is a perfect reason or perfect time to end the live. I will be back on Monday. So until then, have a great day, have a great weekend, and remember, stay casual.